Two guys, same age, same neighborhood, same college degree. At 22, they both land the same job, same salary, $50,000 a year. Fast forward 10 years. One of them is still living paycheck to paycheck, stressed about his credit card bill, wondering where the money goes every month. The other one? He retired at 38. Same starting point, completely different ending. And the difference had nothing to do with luck, nothing to do with talent, and it definitely had nothing to do with working harder. It had everything to do with one thing, how they thought about money. And by the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that difference looks like inside your brain. Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Here's something most people never realize. You were programmed, not by a computer, but by everything you saw, heard, and felt growing up about money. Psychologists call these your money scripts, and they're running silently in the background of every single financial decision you make. Every single one. If you grew up in a house where your parents fought about bills, your brain hardwired a connection, money equals stress, money equals conflict. Subconsciously, you avoid it. If you heard we can't afford that as a kid, your brain filed it under permanent truth. Not temporary situation, permanent identity. And here's the brutal part. Most people carry these scripts their entire lives without ever questioning them. Now meet two people, same age, same starting salary, $3,000 a month. 5 years later, person A has saved $2,000, just $2,000. Person B has $47,000 in investments and a side business generating an extra $2,000 a month. Same income, completely different result. The only thing that changed was the software running in their heads. Rich people either grew up with different money scripts, or at some point they sat down and rewrote them on purpose. The question is, which one are you? After studying over 1,200 self-made millionaires, researcher Tom Corley found 3 specific ways that wealthy people think differently. These aren't motivational quotes. These are documented, measurable differences in behavior. Let's break them down. Shift 1. They buy time, not things. The average person asks, how do I make more money today? The wealthy person asks, how do I buy back my time? This is not a small difference. This is everything. Time is the one asset you can never get back. Once it's gone, it's gone. Rich people are obsessive about protecting their time. They automate, they delegate, they outsource even small tasks, not because they're lazy, but because they understand that an extra free hour is worth infinitely more than an extra hour of work. While the average person trades time for money, the wealthy person builds systems that make money while they sleep. Shift 2. Every dollar is an employee. Middle class thinking, I can't afford that. Wealthy thinking, how do I make that pay for itself? This is not about being cheap. This is about being strategic. A wealthy person buys a laptop and immediately asks, how does this become a tax deduction? They plan a trip and structure it as a business research expense. They buy a car and ask, can this generate income? Every dollar they spend and they're asking, what is this dollar doing for me? Most people treat money like water. It just flows out. Wealthy people treat every dollar like an employee, working around the clock. Shift 3. The pie never stops growing. This is the deepest shift, and the hardest one for most people to accept. Most of us, unconsciously, believe the economy is a fixed pie. If someone else gets rich, they took your slice. This is called scarcity thinking, and it keeps people broke. Wealthy people believe something completely different. They believe wealth is created, not divided. The pie keeps growing. There's always room for more people to succeed. That's why they celebrate other people's wins instead of resenting them. That's why they collaborate instead of compete. That's why they invest in other people's businesses, because they understand your success and my success are not in conflict. A rising tide lifts all boats, and they're busy building bigger boats. Now here's something the financial industry spends billions of dollars hoping you never learn. Your brain is literally engineered to keep you broke. Every time you buy something, a new phone, new shoes, even a $5 coffee, your brain fires dopamine, the pleasure chemical, the reward signal, and your brain loves dopamine. So it starts making a connection. Spending money feels good. Saving money feels like nothing. This is the instant gratification trap, and it has nothing to do with discipline or willpower. It's pure brain chemistry. Now, Rich people are not immune to this, but they've built one specific system to fight it. Warren Buffett calls it,
This is the golden rule of wealth. Always remember to pay yourself first.
the very first transaction you make on payday is a transfer to your savings or investment account. Automatic, non-negotiable, even if it's just $50. Why does this work? Because the habit is more important than the amount. When saving becomes automatic, your brain stops seeing it as a sacrifice. It becomes invisible. And slowly, over time, something shifts. You open your investment app and see your balance growing, and your brain fires dopamine, not from spending, from watching your money grow. You've literally rewired your reward system. You hacked your own brain. Here's the final mindset shift, and it might be the most underrated one of all. Wealthy people treat relationships like investments. Think about that for a second. Studies show that 85% of jobs are filled through personal connections, not applications. And for business opportunities, that number is even higher. The average self-made millionaire has over 200 meaningful relationships. People they can genuinely call for advice, introductions, or help. The average person has about 30. But here's what separates rich networkers from everyone else. They don't collect contacts. They build real relationships. They show up consistently. They add value first, without expecting anything back. They play the long game, because they understand something most people miss. Every person you genuinely help today could change your life 5 years from now. This is not manipulation. This is not strategy. This is how the world has always worked. Your network is your net worth. Literally. So let's bring it all together. What separates people who build wealth from people who struggle their entire lives comes down to 5 things. 1, they protect their time above everything else. 2, they make every dollar work for them, not the other way around. 3, they believe in abundance. They know your win doesn't cost them anything.